Now in economics, you said you need money for many things. One of it is precautionary purpose. Childbirth is not an emergency. See, we have an emergency, but I just give birth. It's not that. You had 9 months to prepare. Childbirth is not. House rent is not an emergency. You have 1 year to prepare. Let's be factual. I said house rent is not an emergency. It's not. The next bag of rice in there, whatever it is, the package you do, is not an emergency. And we have to say it as it is. This whole culture of before you marry again, test out 700 now. Let's go and buy something. If she can make good food, he's a good man. It's poverty that is schooling you. It's poverty that is schooling you. That's a dangerous orientation. And you too, the girl who is in a hurry, who wants to prove 5,000 years of white material. Oh, but you don't know what that means. What I say, you will suffer. Offer is even close. Eloy or your but by the time your trouble starts, even your angels will say, is this person about to be guided? You better get what we are saying. I'm telling you now. Say, oh boy. Listen, one of the worst things that can happen is to marry somebody who is irresponsible, who will leave all the meat, who will leaving the need to you. He doesn't mind. He will sit down, go and provide. You will come back. You will still cook. He will come back. He's on phone. He's gisting. He's watching videos on Facebook. He won't do anything. That's a dangerous person. You need money. You need money. That's men. That's the fact. You need money. The home front needs money. You will eat. Sometimes sickness does not come with announcement. Somebody is just sick. So you must be a man who is not eating with your 10 fingers. Who is planning? Anything can happen. We are not praying for sickness. You get what I'm saying? That's not when you now start saying, can I get 10K? And I'm not. But when people hear this, they say, don't mind him. He's only proud because he has. Only God knows tomorrow. Stop responding to issue of money with emotions. Emotions still won't fill your bank account. Do what is right. We have to break these clocks of emotional Christianity. When they hear things, say, it's not everybody that is born like that. It's not everybody that has. Oh God. Men, find ways to make sure that you meet the needs. The Bible says a man that can't provide for his household is worse than an infidel. It's basic. You must have a mind for it. I am a provider. I am not El Shaddai, but I provide also. After the order of Christ. Do you understand? You need it. Because I don't know where we are getting some darkened ideologies from. That when a woman needs money, then she's worldly. Says who? Says who? There are men who have not given their wife money once to make the hair. Not once. Every time she makes hair, it's wow, wow, like siren. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. Surprised that one day buy wig in a lie. What have you been buying? Huh? Give me something. Can I take a book? All the time. All the time. Power of a praying woman. Tomorrow again, turn beyond apparel. Next tomorrow, it's kabash. Stinginess is real. Now, some men are not provided, not because they don't have, but because they are stingy. Stingy. Akagom. Stingy. Ask the man beside, I hope you are not stingy. Ask the person, don't look at. Ask, make sure you are asking a man, hope you are not stingy. Hope you are not a stingy one. Are you a giver? Yeah. You don't just say yeah, you can't judge yourself. Are you a giver? Yeah. Now, we cannot overemphasize the role of financial maturity in marriage. Now, listen, one of the things women need to be fulfilled is security. And one very important aspect of security is financial security. Knowing fully well that if anything happens, he has my back. As a man, have savings, have investment. It doesn't matter how little it is, have investment. Plan, sir. Is that okay now? Very important. Number 3. Practical things men need to put in place for marriage. You must be emotionally mature. Emotional maturity. Now, listen. And I want you to drop your book now so I can talk to you. Some men should not really marry yet because they are not emotionally mature. They don't know who a woman is and how to relate with her uniquely. When they talk without empathy. They are not aware. They are totally disconnected from the reality of the feminine world. They talk her down, even before their own parents. There are men that call their mothers to report the wife. I'm still going to get there. Because the 10th thing you must put in place is to break up with your mom. You're going to get there. Some men are more connected to their mothers than their wives. Go and marry your mom. You must marry her. It is lack of emotional maturity that makes you talk down your wife or your spouse. You see everything wrong with what they are doing. And some men think their spouse are pretending when something is hurting them and they are trying to communicate it. Maybe she's sick. Trying to say, I'm not feeling well. When he's looking at her, the reason why he's not responding the way he should respond is because somewhere in his mind, he thinks he's not up to that. He thinks she's pretending. He thinks she's lying. He thinks she's exaggerating it. Because he has not built that aspect. So he can relate. She's pregnant. She needs you to be there. Go and check. Many women can't go for baby number 2. Not because they feel it, but because they know they are sentenced to prison again. Pregnancy reminds them of their worst moment. He won't care, he won't come home. He disappears. He doesn't check up on her. That's why I say all this, I love you. You better check who you are marrying. Lack of emotional maturity. He's not aware, lack of awareness. And these are real facts. Sometimes they are not being discussed in church because we feel church is not the place for it. Are there people in church getting married? If yes, we must discuss it in church. It's lack of emotional maturity that makes you despise or ignore the pain of your spouse. Something is eating her up, but it's not your business. Say, what's my own there? There's lack of emotional maturity. It is lack of emotional maturity that makes you talk bad your spouse to your friends. Everybody cover their own spouse except you. You are the one who is trying to convince the world that you have married a witch. And after saying all those things and destroying her image, you come back trying to make everybody respect her again. Who are you exactly? It is lack of emotional maturity that makes you despise or ignore the pain of your spouse. It is lack of emotional maturity that makes you feel your spouse is pretending or exaggerating when they are going through things. You feel they are lying. So what's there in pregnancy? Me too, I'm carrying something on my head. This was. Have you seen the way he's talking? Number 4, before you marry, among the things you have to put in place before you marry, understand the female species before you marry them. Understand the female species. A woman is built differently from a man. In fact, how do I even put this? I remember my daughter, she was about how many months? Then maybe about 4 or 5 months. I remember one day I was going to go on a retreat. I have my regular retreat, just go out of the house and retreat. And I was going to carry my daughter and say, hello, I've said goodbye to my wife. I'm going to go for a few days. And around that season, my daughter will never allow me carry her. When she look at my beard, she will scream, I've been praying for you before you came now. Now you came, but I can't carry you. Hello, baby. She hated my beard. And she was not going to compromise it. You either remove this beard or you're not my daddy. I remember I had to go and remove the beard. I had to now. I had to shave. Yes. Before she now started allowing me carry her. That's who she is. Sometimes I look at women that are opinionated. It's their design. It must be controlled. You don't use that as witchcraft. They are close.